All right, this is Mrs. Ogier.
And this is Ms. Poirier.
And we are going to go over if you missed the translation day. So what does a translation do?
All that it's going to do is going to move. So we're going to take your character and just move it somewhere else on the coordinate grid.
Okay, what does that look like?
And basically all I'm going to do, I'm going to use triangles here. So here's my triangle. We're just going to move it somewhere else. Our triangle is going to stay the same shape, the same size. It's just going to move somewhere else.
Yes. And then how do we do that in a rule? So like what is it that we're actually doing mathematically?
So what we're going to do here is we're either going to add or we're going to subtract.
The symbol for translation is going to be a capital T, and then I write A comma B. That A and B are going to be numbers, and that's what tells you to add or subtract. So in your coordinate, you'll have like parentheses, whatever your X value is, plus A, and then comma, whatever your B value is, plus, whatever your Y value is, plus B. So whatever that number is, plus A, whatever that number is, plus B. So we'll give you a couple examples of that. Here are some examples to work through. So if you are absent, you want to make sure you do these. So we'll do 2 for you. So the point we're given is -3, -5. So that's the starting point. So -3, -5 is right here. And I label it L. There we go. Okay. Translation 210, that means this. So we're going to write it as the notation. So capital T 2, 10.
Okay.
So the rule is to add, but you also can just move directions. This is telling you left or right, and this is telling you up or down. Because this is positive, it's telling you to go right 2. Because the 10 is positive, it's telling you to go up 10, so you end up right there. Now if you want to do it the shortcut way, you can. And that's where you would take the -3 from here, and you would add 2. And then you take the -5 from here and add the 10. No matter what, all roads lead to you ending up with L prime, that's what we call it, at -1, +5.
Yeah.
Sorry, an announcement went on and it totally threw me off. Okay. So let's do another example really quick. So we have our point P at -3, 1.
So -3 up 1 here, there's P.
And now we're moving it right 1 and down 2. So that's the way to physically do it. And then again, we could do it the rule way by saying -3 + 1, and then saying 1 + -2, which yes is the same as 1 - 2. We're just showing it to you following the rule. Either way, again, you're going to end up at -2, -1. Okay, that is how all of these work. So if you missed this class, you are going to want to complete through 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. They just use the rule. So when you see ones like this, we'll do 11 really quick for you. You would only follow the rule. So you would just do the -4 + 3, the 2 + 1, and end up with F prime at -1, 3. Okay, so far you're doing everything up to 10. We just showed you that one really quick. Here, we would like you to do 13, 15, and 17. We're going to show you 14. Here you're trying to find out what the rule was. So how did 2 get to 2? Well, it didn't move, so that's going to be a 0. How did -4 get to +5? Well, it went up, and it went up by 9. And you would do that by counting on your fingers, counting on a graph, subtracting, add, whatever makes sense to you to figure out that -4, -3, -2, -1, etc. Okay, so we're looking for you to find the rule that happened with those. And you don't have to do anything else on this sheet, okay? So if you missed that day, that's that part. Then you'll get your storyboard out and your graph out, and you're going to decide where you want your character to go. So Ms. Poirier and I right now, I'm going to use a red pen to hopefully just show you that there's a different, it's not that one. This is where we started with Transformer Girl. And we're going to decide to move her. So translate. And we're just going to pick a random place for her to go. So let's move her right 10 and up 4. Okay. So if I want to, I can use the trick and write A prime 10, 8, because 0 + 10 is 10, 4 + 8 is 8. Or I can just come over here and count. Right 10, up 4. Either way, I end up there and I label it as A prime. B will follow that same pattern over 10, up 4, and C will follow that same pattern, over 10 and up 4. And then I will redraw my character on the graph. And then over here, I need to draw something to say where she moved. Maybe she walked down the hallway. So I kind of, again, I'm sketching this right now because it's my rough draft, but here she is. She's gonna look so pretty, and she's going to be walking down the hallway. And again, I can kind of put walk down the hallway up there as a reminder to myself that when I do take my time to make my story, that's what's happening. She's walking down the hallway.
You can put some lockers back there.
There we go. Oh, it's perfect. It's beautiful. And again, it's a sketch really quick because we're just trying to see a quick idea of what a translation can do in the story. Okay, so that was it for Translation Day.